Before the jihad and the 1903 British conquest changed the nature and context of its political, socio-cultural and economic life, Sokoto had long evolved as a major center of commerce and industry. Its location near Sokoto River confluence and Rima River made farming a major occupation of its inhabitants. Exchange was based largely on slaves, cowries or gold, and major crops produced in the area included millet, guinea corn, maize, and rice. Others were potatoes, cassava, groundnuts and beans, wheat, cotton, and vegetables. Historians say the present location of Sokoto was the home of many empires and kingdoms of the pre-colonial Western Sudan. But following the British conquest in 1903, every component of the kingdoms and empires came under the colonial influence, and the seat of the Caliphate was moved permanently to Sokoto. Before then, Wurno, a town located about 63 kilometers from Sokoto city, was the alternate seat of the Caliphate.
Wurno was started as some sort of a fort, some sort of a garrison town by the late Sultan Muhammad Bello. There is a lot of controversy in later days as to which year it was established. Some historians I think there is about 3 datings. There was the one made by Bath, the German historian. Another one was made by Caliphate, and there is another date which was made famous by our historians. But I think it is safer. It is safer to just say that it was established by Sultan Muhammad Bello, and it was established when his father was still alive. That, by that I mean before he became the Sultan. As I said, it was started as a garrison. In those days, the Sokoto Caliphate, as it were, received attacks from the Tuaregs in the Niger Republic and from Gobir. So there was a need to fortify Sokoto, as it were, being the headquarters of the Caliphate. So for that reason, Sultan Muhammad Bello moved out and scouted for a place where he would establish a garrison in order to serve as a buffer, either to fend off attacks or at least delay the attackers from reaching Sokoto until the bulk of the army in Sokoto are ready to fight. That was the sole purpose of establishing Wurno. I think part of the prerequisites he considered were, of course, you can see the ecology how it is. Wurno has been established in a place whereby the residents in Wurno could see people coming from all directions.
Long before it became one of the local government areas in the state, it was one of the areas that were brought directly under the British control on March 16, 1903. When the then Governor General Lord Lugard signed the Amalgamation Treaty in 1914, Wurno was an integral part of the then northern region. Before the 1903 invasion by colonial troops, Wurno was home to 4 different sultans, including Muhammad Bello, one of the sons of Othman and Fodio. The other sultans who lived, died, and were buried in Wurno were Sultan Aliu Sani, Sultan Abubakar, and Sultan Aliu al-Lawal Hazida Damboa. This mausoleum, where the 4 sultans were laid to rest, was reconstructed by the Premier of Northern Nigeria, Sir Ahmadu Bello, in 1960. It also holds the graves of close relations and members of the royal family. After the British Army defeated the Caliphate troops in Sokoto and Sultan Atahiru Ahmed abdicated the throne, they marched against Wurno, hoping to crush the remnant of the Islamic army. When the invading troops encountered no resistance and returned to Sokoto, the colonial authorities closed down the throne in Wurno and instead established Sokoto as the headquarters of the Caliphate, and that marked the sunset on the alternate sultanate of Wurno.
After the conquest of Sokoto, Captain Moreland came down to Wurno with his contingent because he thought that there could be resistance, because Wurno being the other half of the capital, it's not far-fetched to expect that there is a platoon, or at least maybe even a command in Wurno. So he took time to come in with his contingent, went around the city and left. Because there was nobody attacked them, they didn't attack anybody, so there was no fight. And they left. So on hearing that the Sultan had exiled, that prompted the first exodus from Wurno. A lot of people left. Some tried to follow the Sultan, and some maybe left because they were afraid of the unknown. They were used to a certain system that was normal, and they didn't know what to expect. Some of them were scared and they left. That was the first exodus. Now, after that, there had been various reasons for people to emigrate. Some of them did not set out to emigrate, but they set out to go in pursuit of some other things, maybe after a few years' time come back. But some of them really relocated, and there are so many reasons why such things happened. Sometimes it was economic, sometimes it was political. Because after the advent of the Europeans here, after they set up, there was forceful conscription of the army. And a lot of people left.
On the streets of this same town walked a man whose name didn't ring a bell. Although he had little history, that man had bigger dreams and didn't hesitate to pursue them, even beyond the borders of his ancestral home. His name was Abubakar Abdul Kadir, an indigene of Sidingo village, Tonga Dankemo ward, here in Wurno local government area of Sokoto state. Relations and community leaders said Malam Abdul Kadir was an itinerant trader who traveled to faraway markets.
Abinda nisani daga Atiku Abubakar asalin dai kakanni ne daga nan suka tashi sai dingo saboda kakanninmu sun gaya mana cewa nan kakanninsu suka tashi. Akwai su Malam Basharu, akwai su Abdulkadir da sauran 'yan uwana da ya zanko da ni tashi ban same su nan ba, amma dai na ji kakanninmu suna zancen su.
Alongside his bosom friend and confidant, Ardo Usman, Malam Abdulkadir was said to have crossed the boundaries of the Caliphate into other territories that now form part of Niger Republic and the Republic of Cameroon. But when colonial authorities dethroned Sultan Atahiru and moved the alternate seat of the Caliphate from Wurno to Sokoto, he and thousands of other Muslim faithful followed their beloved Sultan as he journeyed towards the Holy Land in Mecca.
It is true, during the battle which took place between the British and the Muslim forces at the present Kangiwa Square, many people were killed, several people migrated, especially Sultan Atahir himself migrated, and he took his way until he reached Gombe, the present Gombe state. There at Gombe, he met a column of British forces, and there another war ensued, and the Sultan was martyred or was killed, and the rest of his followers migrated eastward.
After the bloody encounter that saw many killed, including Sultan Atahiru, the remnant of the Caliphate soldiers and other survivors fled in different directions. Many have insisted that Malam Abdul Qadri was among those who left Wurno in the wake of the hostilities. His next known location after he left Wurno was Jada, a quiet settlement which is approximately 900 kilometers from Wurno. Jada was at the time administered by the United Nations.
I first learned about Atiku's connection or his ancestry connection with Wurno in 1990 when Babangida suggested that political class should set up political associations towards forming towards registration of political parties. The late Major General Adua set up, and his associates set up People's Front. Now, some of us here in Sokoto were enticed into it. I mean, we are, in those days, at the time, a lot of people were clamoring for democracy, and so we thought maybe we could chip in and do our bit to realize that. So I actually got into People's Front through the prodding of the late Sarkinyak Alhaji Abubakar Koko, who had been my mentor then. And I was made the pro tem secretary of the party or of the political association here in Sokoto. So one day we were invited to a sensitization meeting in Kaduna. Our invitation to the meeting came late. In fact, it came at night, and the meeting was going to start in the morning. So I left on the very day the meeting was holding for Kaduna, and I got there in the afternoon. So I went straight into the meeting and at Hamdallah Hotel, and the meeting went on up to about 10 o'clock at night. Due to the fact that I had no accommodation at Hamdallah, where all the other invitees were accommodated, I confronted Babagana Kingibe, Ambassador Babagana Kingibe, as Babagana Kingibe was then the coordinator of People's Front. So I accosted him and said, look, I came late, so I don't have an accommodation. So he said, no problem, follow me. Let's go to the guest house. We'll find a room for her there. So that was the privilege I had, which led to my access to that knowledge. Abdul Qadir hooked up with somebody from Adamawa, I don't know where. Probably the man came here, or I don't know where they met. They got hooked up, and after some time, the man persuaded Abdul Qadir to escort him to Adamawa. And they left together. And it happened that, according to the story I had, after he left for Adamawa, he came back to see his roots once or twice. After then, no more contacts.
That legendary exodus would later open a new chapter, not only for Malam Abdul Qadir and his family, but also the people of his newfound home in Jada. While pursuing his business in the new community, Malam Abdul Qadir came across other migrants who had also settled in Jada. 80-year-old Bala Muhammad Barungu, a resident of Jada whose parents migrated to the area from Kano, said Malam Abdul Qadir was married to Iyapatu, who was a sister to his grandmother. That union resulted in the birth of a boy named Garba Abdul Qadir Abubakar. Garba was said to have been born somewhere here in Jada. The young Garba grew up into a strong man and a devout Muslim. As a teen, Malam Garba was said to have developed a deeper interest in the study of the religion of Allah and his prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, and later became one of the prominent Islamic scholars in Jada. But that was not all. Malam Garba had imbibed the mercantile spirit of his father, which resulted in his flourishing jewelry and perfume business. One of his surviving childhood friends, Umar Mukhtar, and a close relation to his paternal grandmother, Bala Muhammad Barungu, said Malam Garba's business took him to places like Kojoli, Ganye, and other communities.
Yana kayan koli yake yi. Lokacin ma ba Kojoli, sai abun nan. Ganye ma ba ganye, sai abun nan. Buwangar ba ganye. Ya ci kasuwan Buwangar, ya je ci kasuwan Tola, ya dawo sai ma barwa, ma Faran. To ran Litinin kuma suna nan garin, suna Zage, Tongo, Buwangal, Inyari, su dawo nan kuma a ran Lahadi su ci kasuwa.
During his many trade and religious expeditions, Malam Garba met with an Islamic cleric, Malam Aminu, who had earlier migrated to Jada from Dutse, and they became friends. A very practical man, Malam Garba did not waste his youthful years pursuing frivolities. He got married as soon as he was mature, but he had no child from that marriage. In obedience to Islamic tenets, he took a second wife, and this time he married Aisha Kande, the daughter of Malam Aminu Kande, his bosom friend. Aisha, said to be the granddaughter of Inuwa Dutse, was born in Gidan Malami quarters in present-day Dutse, Jigawa State. It was shortly after she was born that her father, Malam Aminu Kande, was said to have migrated from Dutse to Jada in search of a new life and fresh opportunities. That was how fate brought Garba, the son of Abdul Qadir of Wurno, a former alternate seat of the Caliphate, and Aisha, the granddaughter of Inuwa Dutse, together.
Alƙalin Kurba shi ne ya haifi Malam Ahmadu. Malam Ahmadu shi ne ya haifi Alhaji Adamu Ahmad Ma'aruf, limamin Dutse kenan. Shi kuma shi ne ya haifi mahaifiyar Atiku Abubakar. Ni kuma ɗan gidan Alhaji Adamu Ahmad Ma'aruf ne, limamin Dutse, limamin mai martaba sarkin Dutse.
Mutumin da ya fito daga wannan, mahaifiyarsa ta fito daga wannan gida, babban gida wanda duk yankin nan, duk ƙasar nan, duk tsohuwar jihar Kano an riga an san tarihin Dutse, an san tarihin gidan nan, an san kuma irin manyan mutanen da ya fitar. Sannan kuma in an koma wancan gefen an ji yadda yan uwansa suka bayani na wajen uba, a zo a ce shi ba origin bane na wannan wani abu ne kawai na son zuciya da kuma wataƙila rashin tunani da kuma wato ɓata suna irin na harkokin wato siyasa a fahimtar mu. Amma dai maganan a ce babu, idan za su zo su yi proving yadda muka yi proving, su ma su zo su tabbatar cewa shi ba abun nan, sai su kawo wani kuma daban, wata dangantaka tasa daban ba da wanda muka sani yanzu. Amma wannan shine abin da muke proving ga familinsa, kowa ya ji ya gani, an gan mu, an ji abin da muka faɗa. So magana a ce ba a san tarihinsa ba ko ba a san daga ina ya fito ba, wannan is a false statement. Ya kamata a gyara wannan, a ɗau abin da yake gaskiya.
The marriage between Malam Garba and Hajia Kande was blessed, first with a female child, but she died shortly after birth. On November 26, 1946, Hajia Kande gave birth to another child, and this time a boy, and he was named after his great-grandfather, based on age-long Fulani culture.
Abdul Qadir da ya zo anan ya auri iya fatu, ya haifi Garba. Ya fatu nan kuma yar gatumanmu ne. Ya haifi Garba, Garba kuma ya haifi Atiku. Garba ya auri binta a wura Hausa nan ba su shirya ba. Da ba su shirya ba, sai ya ce babanmu to yanzu yana sai ya nema masa mace, sai babanmu ya tashi ya je samu Adamu Dutse ga Daur can kusa da asibitin nan gidan yake kusa da gidan Alhaji Yaku. Ya ce na zo ka bani yar kan nan, ina so in ba ɗana Garba. Ya ce mamman bismillah, na baka kaje ka bashi. Sai aka yi auren din. Shi auren binta ma'ana aka yi, sun rabu din, ita Kande ma'ana a gida aka yi. Ga shashin anan a wannan gefe. To ana damuna, ka san da gini tabo ba bulok irin wannan ba, sai daki ya rushe, kuma ta samu juna, ta yi ciki. To sai da daki ya rushe sai mai da su gidan kawo mu can inda aka nuna muku nan. To a can ya je ciki ya girma, ta aifi ya mace da farko ba rai, sai ta sake samun ciki, sannan ta aifi Atiku.
Asara min do be dañi mo do mawni haw jangi makaranta mako primary jada do jangi be hamma min Usmanu be jangidi hado bo be warini be remnidi be jangidi be hoyi be on dada mako dilli wala don be wacci mo ha dada min hado dada min mawnini mo ha wadi o jangi primary do, daga primary on shikenan o dilli.
But who is that child? That is the son of the Caliphate and former Vice President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, Alhaji Atiku Abubakar.